Hello, 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 and welcome. Is it Tuesday already? How is that even possible? I don't know about you, but it seems like Tuesdays just fly by. And I'm able to come and share with you a little bit about what's going on in our community, a little bit of what I've learned, some strategies that might help you and set you apart, get you on the right direction. So that's what Tip Tuesday Live is all about. I have been thinking it might be fun to change it to Tip Tuesday live at 5, just a little bit of more catchy thing to remember. But then I thought, well, 5 somewhere, right? It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and it would be 5 o'clock Central. So be watching. I may be changing that up, but I'm coming to you live here in our Online Business Builders Facebook group. That's where this Tip Tuesday live was born, and now it's broadcast live on our business page and also on our YouTube channel. So wherever you are listening in, hello, hello, and welcome. So what do you think about being more productive? Getting a little bit more done each day or each week. Does that sound like something that might be a helpful thing in your world? Well, I came across a training or a discussion the other day on a topic, let's call it compression sessions. And I at first, the first thing that went through my head were compression socks. I was just with my doctor the other day. We were going to Guadalajara together, and she had her name, Dr. Cherry, for one thing, but she had on cherry compression socks. So when I heard about compression sessions, that was the first thing that came to mind. And hello, who is watching live over here? I'm so delighted to have some people here today. But we're going to get into these compression sessions because I know how people are really struggling these days. A lot of things are changing in the world around them, and maybe the end of the day is coming, and we get there and we look back and we're like, well, I didn't get anything done. I don't know if that's something anybody else can identify with. A day goes by and you have to kind of look back and wonder. I started using a DMO a long time ago where I have a list of things that I want to get done every day. Now, do they ever get done? Well, sometimes yes, but other days, no. I give myself some grace. And that's what we have to do as business owners, is realize things will come up. Things will derail us from our perfect day, as we've talked about before in other trainings. But the idea of the compression session is to be intentional about something you really want to get done. And so let's break it down. Let me kind of explain what it is, and maybe you already are doing it. And if that's the case, I would love you to tell me in the comments, say, oh, I have been doing compression sessions for years, but I just call them blank. I'm curious. I love to help people with their productivity. But what it is, it's taking a block of time, and in the person that I learned this from would suggest that's a 45 to 90 minute window of time. So we're not talking a 10-minute block to go make dinner, or a 30-minute block to schedule something, a business meeting or take a business meeting. But no, 45 to 90 minutes, that's a long time. So, but some people also would say, when you're first getting started with this process or this strategy, don't go for the big time. Maybe start with 30 minutes. Maybe that's what you can insert into your schedule right now. But the idea is to focus on a single task during that time. One task. Now I'm talking to myself now because I tend to have multiple windows open on my computer, and I tend to be working in email, and I tend to be working on LinkedIn, and I maybe have a blog article that I'm writing in another window. That is not good. That's not good. So one task during this compression session. And what you're going to want to do, think of the benefits this is going to bring you. You're going to be able to focus. And how many of us sometimes struggle with focusing? You're going to be more productive. You're going to see something accomplished because you intentionally set that time and made that compression session work for you. And then here's another benefit. You can celebrate. you can see what you've just done and you've completed something, you were intentional, and you can celebrate. Yes, one task. Thank you for confirming that. So how do you set this up? Well, it works differently for everybody. You know your schedule. And you also know, and this is key, you also know when it is during a day that you're most productive. Are you one of those morning people that bound out of bed with so much energy and you get a jillion things done before you even have a cup of coffee? There are people like that. That's not me. Maybe you're the night owl who, once the sun goes down, it's like the whole world opens for you and you just bing, 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 bing. You can get everything on your DMO done in 2 hours. That tends to be me. I'm more of the night focused person. So for me, I will do my compression task, my compression, session in the evening. But maybe you're midday, maybe it's after lunch, you are set to go, and right before dinner, that is your zone of genius. It doesn't matter when it is, but you know when it is for you, and that is what is key. And that is when you want to think about scheduling one of these compression sessions. And you can, don't feel bad. Most people won't be able to even do a compression session. Most people don't have the focus ability to even sit down for 45 to 90 minutes at one time and work on one thing. So the fact that you even are interested and are thinking about it, you are better than a lot of people. And so stick with it. Stick with it. It could really, really change your life. And I'm super excited. I am planning these now as we speak. And I am just so excited about it that I had to share it with you today. So the other thing, when you're planning your compression session, we talked about the importance of the time of day. The second part is to schedule it. I mean, put it on your calendar and treat it like the most important meeting you're going to have this week. Because otherwise, the time will come and you'll talk yourself out of it and you'll find other things to occupy your time. And then at the end of the day, you won't get that one important thing done. You won't have celebrated. You won't have had focus for that time. So that is another key thing, is to get it on your calendar and treat it as an important meeting. Now, here's a ninja trick. This was something, when I heard it, it made so much sense, and I think you'll understand why. Is if your compression, when you start thinking about what you want to get done, and we'll talk about some examples to kind of get your creative juices flowing, but when you've got something actually scheduled, and it's scheduled, let's say, to start at 2:00 in the afternoon, I don't want 2:00 in the afternoon to come up and you sit down and realize, oh, well, I need this, you need some supplies, or you need someone else to be present, or you need something else to help you be focused. Make sure that you have all of your supplies ready to go a day before even. And that's the ninja trick, to make sure that you have all of the materials that you need for your compression session available to you. And if having them ready, the day before will help you, make sure you have that done. And I would even add, when you come into your session, make sure you've got your water, or, you've got some sustenance if you need a snack. Make sure that you don't have any distractions at all. And that's the third piece. Make sure you treat it as a do not disturb. Turn off your phone or leave your phone in the other room. You do not want to be bothered by anybody. If you work with a team, for instance, let them know this is a do not disturb time. Close the door, do whatever you need to do, and focus. This is also going to be hard because this may be new. You may not have ever just really zoned in on something particular. And this may be new behavior for you altogether, and a little scary, but just try it. I would love your feedback. And yes, I see another text has come in. I am a night owl. Indeed. So turn off those alerts, close the door, let people in your family know this is your special time. And I have been putting things like that in different trainings that I've done in the past. It's so important to have that communication so that people know this is, you guard your time. So I also said a little earlier, focus is your word. Yes, focus is a great word. That is a great word. Examples of maybe some things you could try in your compression sessions. Well, maybe you've already been thinking as I've been talking today about what those tasks might be for you. And I'd be open to hearing what you guys have going, but some things that came to mind for me that I might try to use in these compression sessions would be to schedule out my social media posts for the week. There's ways you can schedule them or even just plan them, write them all out in a Word document, know that you have the images all available as well. And then it's just a copy and paste as the week goes on. But spend time getting all your social media posts ready for a week. And that's all you do. One task, remember? Okay. It could also be to write a blog article, or to research a blog article. Something that just really requires your full attention. These are all great things to do. Maybe there's some other projects that you have coming up in your business. Maybe you're trying to add a challenge or add a summit or go to a summit, something, but you're trying to schedule out what you need to be doing. Maybe you have a project, and that would be a perfect thing to be planning. And you can use, it's one task, but that doesn't mean you're going to get that one task done in that one compression session. So don't put any extra pressure on yourself to do that. You might have a super duper project, but you're going to tell yourself, I'm working on that for 90 minutes on Tuesdays and Thursdays from X time to X time. And so it may take you several compression sessions to knock that project out of the park. And that's okay. This is your business and this is your productivity, and this is helping you guys go to the next level. Just see how it works. I will be so excited to hear back and see how you all are doing with these compression sessions. What are some of the things that you're getting done during that time? So that's what I promised today. I was going to share a little bit about these compression sessions, what it means, what it could mean for your business. Walk away with that focus, having an opportunity to celebrate getting something done that isn't otherwise getting done, especially when you think about being intentional. That's what it's all about. So thanks for joining in and tuning in, and I'll look forward to hearing your feedback. If there's anything that we can do to help or support you in your business, things you are learning, things you're questioning, maybe you're getting different messages from different people and you're like, well, who do I believe? Or why is this person saying this and this person saying that? Or maybe you're a Christian like us and you're just feeling a little overwhelmed by all of the stuff that you see, and you're just wanting some Christian community. Just reach out. David and I are here. That's what this group is all about. And we are here to support you. So until next time, be safe, be well, and be blessed.